Hey guys, I'm ready. Sorry, I had loads of comments saying about my glasses, that how cool I look in glasses, and I thought I'd go an extra mile. No, sod it, we're not doing that. No. So Battle of Big Rock has been announced. On Twitter, Colin Trevorrow posted this picture, which I'm sure I'll put up somewhere. I don't know how I'm doing this. This is all green screen. Saying these creatures were here before us, and if we're not careful, they'll be here after us. Thank you, Colin, for reminding us what little role Ian Malcolm had in the previous movie. Hopefully you don't let us down again. Wow. Hot take. For some odd reason, we're quoting Ian Malcolm, obviously echoing the words that he spoke of in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So this Battle of Big Rock has been teased for a very long time. It was supposed to be shown during a presentation of Simon & Schuster, I think it was. And I think I heard that Swerve went to go see it. He was actually in that area when it was being played. And apparently there was like 10 or 15 minutes of just black screen where the segment should have been. So this movie, short film, has been pushed back for quite a while. And they've sunk millions into it as well. So obviously some things were ready, they're not happy. So we're going to discuss, so get your cups of tea. I actually don't have my cup of tea with me. It's so sad. And we're going to talk what we can expect and all the evidence or information that's out at the moment. Now supposedly the day I'm uploading this, there's going to be even more. So if I've missed anything or new information has come to light, comment it down below. And just as I set the video off, an article comes out with Colin Trevorrow talking about what we can expect from the movie. If you want to read the article at your own leisure, I'll put a link in the description below. But to put it simply, the short is going to be 8 minutes long. It's also set 20 miles from Lockwood's estate, 1 year after Fallen Kingdom. The Allosaurus that we see is actually a juvenile in Fallen Kingdom. So this is the grown-up version. And there have been a few dino sightings, but this is the first major interaction between the general public and dinosaurs. A whole year before anyone kind of noticed that dinosaurs were running around, even though there was pteranodons flying, you know. There's these images, especially this image of the two main, I'm guessing, parent characters. And it looks like we're going for maybe a darker tone, not a whimsical, oh, look at them interacting. So it does seem like this is going to be a kind of a scary interaction between the dinosaurs and the family that are going camping. Each character sporting beauty scars. I think that's what I like to call them, beauty scars on the side of their cheek, where they've been running away from it and a bush scraped their cheek and they got a nice elegant scratch. I mean, at this point, that's kind of cliche, but hey, whatever. And back with the video. So the first picture we get is of what seems to be a camping site up in the Redwood or some sort of, I would assume, America. It says, do not feed wildlife, with the Jurassic Park T-Rex skeleton crossed out. We've got a camper van in the corner as well. Now, supposedly, it takes place maybe a year after the events of Fallen Kingdom. So we're looking at a time frame between Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and the new movie, which will be coming out in 2021, as long as that doesn't get pushed back as well. It is also written by the same writer who is writing Jurassic World 3. So a bit like we're getting some canon stuff here, and they've put sunk a lot of money into it as well. So this isn't just we'll do something to fill in the time. This is definitely supposed to be part of it. The same way the VR experience where we were on Mount Sibo, it was a 3-part thing or 2-part thing, where we saw Blue Attack Rexy. That was canon as well. This seems to be the same scenario, and this is premiering, if I can talk words, September 15th on a channel in America, FX, on FX channel. I don't know, I'm not American, but is that Fox? I don't know. There you go. It's premiering on FX. So if you want to catch it, apparently people have already looked, and there's supposed to be a Jurassic World film premiere there. So it's either going to be during the advert or possibly at the end of the movie or at the start of the movie, where this is going to be premiering around about that time. But for us, Atlantic, or just the rest of the world, we have a comment here from Colin. He was asked, what about Europeans and those who can't access to or have no access to FX? How do they watch it? And he says it will be online immediately after. So what I was thinking we could do is we could do, depending on what time it is, we could sort of premiere, like live stream it on this channel. And I'm thinking what we could do is either live stream it, depending on how hard that is and what time it is, because otherwise I'll be just waiting here forever. Or I could sort of react to it and you can react to it at the same time, that sort of thing. Is it Neems? I think it's Neems. He made 2 beautiful posters of Jurassic World, I guess just Battle at Big Rock, because for the longest time we've had the toys, we've had them appear in Jurassic World Alive, the Allosaurus and the Nasutoceratops, the 2 new dinosaurs, and we've also had, or at least Nasutoceratops, appear in Jurassic World Evolution. Obviously these are all supposed to go live at a certain time, and for it to be a big push, as we all know, that sort of always tends to fall through when it comes to Jurassic Park. There's supposed to be like, oh, well, all big push, and then things fall out. I think there was something like that not too long ago. I think it was during Jurassic World. That's right, because there was supposed to be a game that came out and that ended up being cancelled. It seems to be just the folly of Jurassic Park. It just can't seem to get things to be pushed, apart from Lost World with the merchandise. But anyway, so the new dinosaurs that are going to be coming to, if you don't know anything about what Battle at Big Rock is, because for the normal average Joe fan of Jurassic Park or dinosaurs, maybe you don't know what this is. It's going to be a short film, and Colin Trevorrow posted the cast, which is Andre Holland, Natalie Martinez, Melody Hurd, and Pearson Salvador. These are 2 adult actors and 2 child actors, and it looks like, if we look at the the original teaser that was posted, they're going to be on a camping trip at Big Rock, which I'm assuming, if anyone's American, maybe there's a place called Big Rock. This is taking place after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, possibly a year. The sign the fact that it says, do not feed wildlife. It could be a sort of play on, they don't know that, don't feed the dinosaurs, there's going to be dinosaurs there. Or we could be talking, after the events of Fallen Kingdom, there is a dinosaur preserve, or a wildlife park, almost a bit like Yellowstone, with dinosaurs. So maybe they're going to a herbivore sanctuary area. I really don't know. This is the thing with Jurassic World. I've been asked, what are my expectations for it? What am I looking forward to? What do I want to happen? But they've sort of gone such a way where it's so foreign from what I want from Jurassic franchise or what I'm expecting that I don't even know. I don't know how they can wrap this up. Satisfactory conclusion. I hope they do. I hope I'm sure Colin has a plan. I hope he does. I know that Jurassic World is probably just, nostalgia. That's popular. Let's do that. And then before they knew it, they were like, okay, people actually, we need to make more of these. It's making a lot of money. But it's also cinematography by Larry Fong, who was the cinematographer on Kong Skull Island, and also, I think it was Batman vs. Superman, something like that. Music by Amy Doherty. I mean, I've never heard of her. I'm not very well versed or movie land and people in there, so all of these names are foreign to me. I think Melody Hurd, which is the child actress, it's her first role. And also written by Emily Carmichael. And Emily Carmichael is writing Jurassic World 3, which would make sense if she's writing this for, at least it's gonna be coherent for her story, because it seems maybe it's heavily tied in. It's a shame that there's gonna be no main cast, if you're really a fan of Owen Grady or Claire Dearing or even Ian Malcolm, possibly. And there's rumors that Ian Malcolm it's concrete that Ian Malcolm's going back and he's going to be more of a role, because I think I can speak for the fan base in general that we were kind of gypped.
And Dr. Ian Malcolm's back.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum's back.
Because at the time, Jeff Goldblum Jeff Segway! Jeff Goldblum for a time was in loads of movies, and he had loads of speaking parts. He was in Thor Ragnarok, he was in the new Independence Day movie, fairly major roles, and Jurassic Park was one of the roles he was very well known for. So people were excited to see him back, and he just bookended the film. There's also Alan Grant that's going to be back in the new one. It hasn't been officially confirmed, but it's basically confirmed, which is nice. But this is where I'm a bit worried, and I'm not too worried about Battle of Big Rock because it seems to be its own thing. But I'm kind of worried about the fan service I mean, that's what Jeff Goldblum was in the last movie. He was just fan service. He didn't need to be there. It could have been you could have taken him out of the movie, and yes, there wouldn't have been Jeff Goldblum and there wouldn't have been a bookend, but it would have been fine without it. He was kind of there to be like, oh, then we're not going to save the dinosaurs because Ian Malcolm said so, and he knows everything about dinosaurs. I'm worried that if they bring back Alan Grant, we're not going to get what we want from the characters, per se. They might not ruin the characters, but it's like, oh, you have them and you didn't do anything with them. I feel like Alan Grant and Chris Pratt or Owen Grady are gonna have you work with raptors? I dig at raptors, that sort of thing. It's like, I can train them. As far as Battle of Big Rock goes, we've also got something that I think a lot of people have just glossed over, haven't noticed. But Lego Jurassic World are coming out with a series called Legend of Isla Nublar. And in their poster, they have Rexy taking on an Allosaurus. Now, we've seen recently, especially even in the Mattel line, that they've changed the T-Rex. It's become a lot darker, a lot grayer. And the same with the Lego. We've seen a darker T-Rex. Now, Rexy hasn't been sold. The DNA hasn't been sold. But I'm starting to question whether we're going to see another T-Rex in Battle of Big Rock. It would make sense that because we've known Ceratops was in there, we've known that Allosaurus is in there, a new Allosaurus that wasn't like the one from, it's genetically modified. I think Allosaurus made it out of the building, I'm not too sure. I can't remember, it's been a while since I've seen Fallen Kingdom, but it was definitely one and bought, and actually at the end of the film, you do see it being transported. So this Allosaurus could be a genetically modified Allosaurus. It could be an adult version, it could be a male or female version, we don't know, but it is different. It would be a shame if they had sort of, oh, there's going to be a battle between Allosaurus and Ceratops, and that's going to be it. And we know that's going to be it. And there's going to be this family who go camping who get caught in the middle of it. I feel as though they want to subvert expectations a little bit. Maybe that's why they're thinking about adding a T-Rex into it. Maybe a surprise. Maybe it's just Rexy. Maybe they went, oh, throughout, you get these character sheets or whatever when you take them to merchandise and stuff like that whenever they do promotions. This is what T-Rex needs to look like. Disney do this all the time with Mickey Mouse. You can't have the two ears looking like this. They have to always look like this. Maybe they did that with T-Rex. Universal and Colin Trevorrow were like, okay, we need to update the T-Rex. This is what it's going to look like upon all cross promotions. It's going to be more grey and less brown. I feel like I can already see the movie. It starts with a family in a caravan. They're talking. Long like pan shot of them going into the woods. Ooh, an ominous. Ooh, there's a T-Rex or like a dinosaur sign warning, restricted area or something. They don't realize they're going into it, or they're going for a go-lucky camping extravaganza experience. Somehow this Allosaur comes into it, or a T-Rex. But it's not going to be an incredibly long movie, maybe 15 to half an hour, 50 to 30 minutes, I'm thinking. 15 to 30 minutes. There we go, James, get that right. The thing is, though, there's a lot of people who now were, like Jurassic Outpost, who are now working very closely with Colin Trevorrow. So when Jurassic World first came out, I feel like we were all of us Jurassic Park fans were on a level playing field. We didn't know anything. We were scrabbling for every tidbit of information. And now I feel as if Jurassic Outpost and everyone involved with them know a lot more than the average person who has no contact with anyone from Universal. Me, as an example. And like Neems as well. I think he's part of Jurassic Outpost. I could be wrong. He designed the poster, I think, for Fallen Kingdom, which is amazing. It looked beautiful. I'm very glad that they chose it, and he got his work acknowledged. And I'm thinking it's all Allosaur, no Ceratops. And we didn't know what Big Rock was, and he's got lots of trees in there. And we see the poster; it's very tree. I think he was given a set of parameters to make this poster, or at least, to hint towards. That could very well be not the case. He could even comment on this video, be like, actually, I had nothing to do with it. But this is just speculating. That's a part of the fun of it. I mean, if Ceratops is anything like his Jurassic World Evolution counterpart, it's going to be absolutely awful, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So yeah, what can you expect from Battle of Big Rock? You can expect none of the characters that you know from the Jurassic World franchise to show up, because at least Colin Trevorrow definitely hasn't said they're going. He's actually said the cast right there. or starring, so it's not going to be any big names that we know of from the franchise. It's going to have an Azutoceratops and an Allosaurus, because they went to such an extent to create the models and make them in Jurassic World Evolution, Jurassic World Alive, to cross-promote them in the toy range, Mattel's lineup. It's probably going to be family camping trip goes wrong, and I think the point that we're going to get here is to set up the situation for Jurassic World 3, which is dinosaurs are in the wild. They're everywhere now, or at least they're not on the island anymore, and it's going to be a taster of what to expect. You know, when you see all these monster movies and you see all these different things happening around the world, it's going to be like that. This is going to be just this isolated segment of dinosaurs interacting with normal human beings, as you say. The general public, I think, is probably a better way of putting it. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments. Are you excited? What are your thoughts on Jurassic World 3? It looks like it'll probably be on YouTube. I would assume it's going to be on YouTube. They put the Netflix teaser on YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if Colin puts it on YouTube. I think he knows that that's going to be the best place for everybody to see it. So I'm assuming him to do that. He's going to be a good boy. I think he's going to put it on YouTube for free. Of course, Universal are going to claim any videos that have footage of it, but you know, I mean, free promotion, who cares, really? You know, unless you make your living on reacting, then this sucks. Definitely when it's transformative or reacting, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, on this channel, I'm either going to do a live stream reaction to it, because we'll be able to see when it comes out, and then I'll just be sat here waiting for it to come on YouTube, and then we can do a live reaction to it, or I will make a video. Maybe we can premiere the video. And then you can have two versions of me. You can have the live reaction version of me, and then the typing version of me going, hi, I didn't expect that. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Thank you for all the support. I wouldn't be here without the Jurassic franchise, and you guys for supporting me for so long. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.